From royal pageantry to hard politics, U.S. President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Keir Starmer met at Chequers on Thursday for high-stakes talk. Trade, tariffs and the war in Ukraine topped the agenda as Britain worked to keep the so-called special relationship on track. From Chequers, senior international correspondent Afua Hagan has the story.
UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and US President Donald Trump came face-to-face at Chequers today. The Prime Minister's country will treat for high-stakes talks aimed at securing Britain's economic future. It's the political heart of Trump's unprecedented second state visit to the UK, following a day of royal pageantry in Windsor. But today the focus was firmly on trade, tariffs and the war in Gaza. With a delegation of American business leaders in tow, Trump and Starmer signed what Downing Street is calling a world-leading tech partnership, alongside a major civil nuclear agreement. Deals London hopes will shield Britain from tariffs and secure post-Brexit growth.
We've already taken a big steps forward, and we're going further today, much further. In a moment, the President and I will sign our groundbreaking new technology partnership, the Tech Prosperity Deal. It's a blueprint to win this new era together, shape it according to our shared values, and seize the incredible opportunities that are on offer.
Kept far from the streets of London, where protests against Trump continue, Chequers offered the quiet setting Starmer wanted for frank discussions and a wide-ranging press conference where the two leaders disagreed on their approach to ending the war in Gaza. Immigration and energy were also topics brought up by reporters. The Labour leader has worked hard to woo a president whose politics are far from his own, hand-delivering the King's invitation for this visit earlier this year. But today's meeting was about more than optics. It was about convincing Washington that the so-called special relationship is still worth investing in. For Britain, the stakes couldn't be higher. Securing trade, keeping tariffs at bay, and keeping Trump on side. A visit that began with royal pomp, now ended with the hard business of politics. For News Central, I'm Afua Hagan at Chequers.
And for more on the story, I'm joined by our senior international correspondent and anchor, Afua Hagan. Afua, what has been the reaction to the state visit so far?
Well, King Charles III, who is the main host, I guess, of this state visit, has said that he's thrilled with how the visit has gone. Next year is the 250th anniversary of the United States, and King Charles will be doing a return leg, as it will, in visiting the United States. But like I said, palace officials have told me that they are thrilled with how the visit has gone, and especially the part that Prince and Princess of Wales played, being almost front and centre. When it comes to the UK newspapers, they agree that this visit has gone well, that the pomp and pageantry has paid off. Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister, also needed a win from this visit. Domestically, he has been embattled, losing his Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner only a couple of weeks ago, and having to fire the British ambassador to the US, Peter Mandelson, who was caught up in the Epstein scandal. So he needed this boost on the international stage also.
Thank you for that. Trump suggested that the military could help stop illegal immigration. How have those comments been received?
Well, yeah, that was a kind of throwaway comment that Trump made yesterday during the press briefing that took place after the announcement of that trade deal. And that's something that people have really picked up on. Yet a government minister doing the rounds on breakfast television this morning. And he said that the UK military is focused on defending our borders and our nation rather than stopping asylum seekers from crossing the channel. He rejected the idea that the army or the UK border force could in any way employ the military or the army to help them stem the flow of migrants that are crossing the channel illegally in those small boats. When this government minister was asked about it, he said, well, what was suggested was that the military was used, but we have UK border force and that is now established, and they have the right to be able to stop migrants coming across the channel in those small boats. Now, the immigration issue, and especially the illegal immigration migration issue when it comes to people crossing the channel in small boats is an issue that is absolutely plaguing this Labour government. So any suggestion by Trump that the military could be used was certainly jumped upon.
Okay, so Afua, there was a high-tech prosperity deal that was signed between the UK and the US. What could this mean for the UK economy?
Well, this is all about a real cash injection into the UK economy, $150 billion worth of deals announced in this tech prosperity deal, which will see the UK and the US cooperate on areas including artificial intelligence, quantum computing and nuclear power. Big investors, Microsoft, the single biggest investor, $30 billion. It's the largest investment it's ever made outside the US. Google has promised £5 billion for AI research and infrastructure over the next couple of years. And NVIDIA announced £500 million towards more data centres to help AI operate in Britain. In this post-Brexit economy that we are functioning in, these trade deals are absolutely vital to our economy, and it's something that the UK has been working very hard to get. You know, when Sir Keir Starmer and Donald Trump hammered out this deal in May before it was signed yesterday, it was a hard-fought deal, saying that there was concessions made on both sides, and both sides really worked hard for this deal. So this is all about investing and injecting money into the UK economy, something that it really desperately needs.
Thank you so much, Afua, for joining and giving us that update, and good afternoon.